Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawned in, looks like partially AFK Wehrmacht player. We have MoreLuckPlease. Spawned this opponent as a US player. We have Quant. Let's see, got one engineer. Ooh, a little bit. I think I may have already cast this replay. Did I already cast this replay? Oh well. Let's go and just kind of cast it. I may have already cast this one earlier, but who knows. At least the stream just started, so though actually apparently just 2 people already joined in. So let me know if you've seen this replay already, but let's go ahead and just get it going. Got a 3rd engineer deployed on out. We do have 2 pioneers kept at the Wehrmacht quarters. 3rd pioneer has been deployed on out. So 3 engineers versus 3 pioneers, relatively even, though pioneers are of course cheaper, but generally a bit weaker. Engineers heading straight up north. We're going straight for the munitions point here. Perhaps for the VP. Probably munitions point, I'm guessing. Engineers moving towards this, I'm assuming going to be the cutoff points. And saying, hi, have fun, hi, same, thanks. So overall, they're quite quaint with each other. Okay, that was horrible. And they're not super hostile. Looks like there was bit chilled with each other, to say the least, but then again, that's a small interaction. Likely rifleman coming out, could be a Jeep.
Yes, sir.
Volksgrenadier have been deployed on out. We may see a motorcycle or MG-42 return. Could be a second Volksgrenadiers. It's not uncommon to see a motorcycle out. Could be Schenwagen. Nothing being deployed just yet. The munitions point will soon be in territory. We got another Volksgrenadier actually, so he's saving up his fuel, going for field control. We got a rifleman deployed and out, making his way towards the cutoff point, or a cutoff point. Down south, we do have the Volksgrenadier engaging the pioneers. Pioneers, of course, not pioneers, engineers to get inside the garrison. Fly out some heavy cover there in front of the engineers with only 1 window there. Not much damage to get dished out. And pioneers just going to bypass them and go straight for the munitions point down south. Engineers do back out of the building because there's no way they can win that engagement. Only able to stall it out. And it looks like he's perhaps eyeing to capture this munitions point here. Second Volk squad has been deployed on out. Rifleman squad eyeing to advance. We do got quite a bit of wire here. Yep, I probably seen the cast this replay because I recognize that wire formation. Or it could have been the same person doing the same thing. I think I cast this replay. Oh well. I'm just going to get it going. Mission point is being captured by the engineers. And these engineers capturing up this munitions. Well, pioneers capturing that munitions point. Down south, we do have the Volksgrenadier making advance, forcing away the engineers away from capturing that VP. Currently, this one VP captured in favor of the US player, getting a nice little ticket lead. Looks like he has cut the wire there, making all that wire sort of pointless. But we've got engineers and riflemen here. With both of them there, he's able to fight out against the Volksgrenadier quite easily. No cover in the terrain, and the engineers being focused down rather than the riflemen. And the engineers do back off after decapturing the point. MG-42. Oh, lost a unit. Looks like 1 pioneer went down in 1 of the engagements. And the riflemen do get suppressed there by the MG-42. Volksgrenadier will probably capture that field point as the MG-42 is probably going to rotate over here, I'm assuming. Volksgrenadier is moving over here. Likely the pioneer that went down was over here, I'm assuming? Could be over here. I don't see any carcasses or corpses. When does a carcass or a corpse become a carcass? Is it when the buzzard starts picking away at it? Nah, that's a bit morbid. Engineers, this is the one that was decaptured that fuel point. That's cutoff point is, well, cut off, but it doesn't only cut off the munitions point. It doesn't actually cut off this fuel point nor this munitions point that's captured on up. MG-42, a second MG-42 has been born now, so going for 3 Pioneer, 2 Volksgrenadiers, and 2 MG-42 build. And Rifleman throw out a very early frag, but he does manage to dodge it nice and early. Usually the first frag can be the most dangerous since you're not aware of it being thrown. These engineers have cut the wire, will be falling back now. MG42 has been spotted.
Losing a sector.
Volksgrenadiers are advancing on forward. We got, of course, the engineers inside this garrison, while this rifleman does get suppressed. Riflemen do fall on back. Got the VP being captured up by the rifleman, but does actually stop capturing there because the MG42 does get suppressed there. He's going for a frag. He's rushing forward, but he's getting annihilated. The front models keep on getting annihilated, but this one does manage to get the frag off. Getting 2 models there. So it looks like both squads being forced on back. He spent more munitions on that, lost more manpower there. So overall, good trade probably for the Wehrmacht player. Huh, looks like this bunker will be clipped into the building a little bit. Likely going to be casualty recovery bunker. And looks like the Wehrmacht player is going to tighten the hold around this VP. It has not been decaptured there. And he's still retaining this income of this fuel and munitions point as these engineers start roaming around, capturing and decapturing points. 2 riflemen over here. This Volksgrenadier does get hit a bit. Got the MG42 inside this building. Perhaps could hop inside this garrison or keep it ungarrisoned so it can maintain reinforcements. Rifleman coming in for a nice flank. He has to be very careful of these frag grenades. This rifleman's may advance forward, so this MG42 won't be able to rotate over. Second rifleman squad advancing. He has not rotated the gun. Decides to unpack entirely. Throws a frag grenade there, forcing back the Volksgrenadier. This MG42 will need to fall back with 2 potential more frag grenades. He won't be able to hold and secure this point. Casualty recovery bunker will be spotted and will be built. Down south, we've got Pioneers and MG42 trying to save the MG42. Does force back both those engineers. The MG42 gains some great damage in. There's still 2 models remain, so likely he will escape on out of there. And surprisingly enough, a model does not get dropped there. Up north, engineers do fall back away from the Volksgrenadiers. 1 casualty has been covered. This medic's getting hit. This one is trying to bring back another casualty. He may actually get it. Still has plenty of health, and yeah, he will get that. So gets 2 of the models recovered, and he's pretty close to getting a free grenadier. Medics are rushing forward, but looks like the casualties already expired. Rifleman captured that munitions point. If he's able to help re-secure this general area, he does have a pretty good hard point to help pressure this point here. The US player may need to pull out some get the demolition charge upgrade sooner rather than later. Riflemen do get suppressed here. Now thinking about it, this replay does not seem familiar. So likely the previous person was up here and did the same thing as he did in the previous game, I think. Because I don't actually remember this game. I recognize the wire format, but that could have been just him doing something tried and true. MG42 set up north up here. Rifleman managed to skirt around. That is traversable hedges there, as opposed to intraversable hedges right here. If that would make any sense. MG42 does get some good suppression there. That 1 infantry does come out. He may go for... no, he doesn't have a whole lot of munitions at the moment. So no MP40 Volks likely in the future, or near future. And now got the escalate assault phase complete. That's assault phase. That means that's not the Kriegsberg, but that's the Sturmarmy. I didn't realize he teched up twice. Does get some suppression there, but we've got the MG riflemen trying to get hit there. Engineers do force back the MG42. The Volksgrenadier fall back as well. Flammen warfare has been completed on this squad.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
Engineers are pulling out some landmines. Down south, we've got the landmines being discovered there, which will prevent the grenade being crushed forward and thrown. It's severe damage coming out onto those riflemen. Down south, engineers with Flammen warfare engaging Pioneers with Flammen warfare engaging the engineers. Engineers are getting knocked around a bit thanks to the flinch. He's trying to prevent the flamer from really firing. He is nice spread out here, but he does fall back. Second Flammable Warfare Squad is pushing his way forward, and that's freshly completed as well. He may want to get out some Vet 1 support units since he has 2 Flammable Warfers. He began this cutoff point, very nice. Engineers pushing the way forward. The wire has been rebuilt and does not get the cutoff wire cut. Entry 42 is advancing forward, maybe get some. He's going to get behind this heavy cover right there. Help cover this VP, cover the cutoff point. Down south, we've got the rifleman capturing the munitions point. And this engineer squad is still falling back. I remember seeing another landmine, or maybe not. He may get one more model drop there. No, he does not. Sturm Armory has complete. We'll likely see an armor. I'm guessing a 234 armored car. Very good frag there. Does withdraw. He's prone to being fully wiped there. He's going to be pursuing it. No, he does not get the wipe there. Volksgrenadiers has all the models off. And level 1 level veterans people that are severely wounded. Riflemen do get behind some light cover. So the rifleman will likely win that engagement, especially when he's making self-retreat. May need to use some medical crates there. 30 cal emplacement does find this Volksgrenadier. Pushed too far forward. And now the medic model is charging forward. This squad does get suppressed there. There's two. No, that's a rifleman casualty here. This Volksgrenadier model will be recovered. Which should give him one more casualty closer to a free Grenadier. And he needs that Grenadier right now. He could leave this MG42 more exposed to get another casualty covered, but no, he does not. And likely this medic will go down. Oh, he lost a Volksgrenadier? That ain't good. Ah, it's the one up here. He lost an entire Volksgrenadier. That casualty has been recovered, but no other casualties are available at the moment. Do we see demolition charges? No, we do not. Observation post on this munitions point. Plenty of command points stored up. Now we do have a 2, 3, 4 deployed on now. He has skipped the Kriegsbarrack. And we do have no doctrine selected yet for the US players. Just has 4 riflemen, 3 engineers, no upgrades. But we do have a Greyhound deployed on out, or being deployed on out. And suppression does come out on the engineers. 2, 3, 4 making his advance. And forces back the engineer. Oh, here Pioneers do decapture that fuel point. Northern points may be captured. Oh, that's a US landmine. Engineers do sustain quite a bit of damage right there. Oh. And the engineers found a landmine as well. There's also some tank traps here. MG42 signing that up. The thing as well, these medics are alive here. He hasn't taken out the medics. So the medics can still get a Grenadier, and he can pop out a Grenadier here at a very inopportune time for either player. So it's going to be a bit risky for both. That Grenadier, it could go either way. Spawning out could be great, spawning out could be horrible.
We're losing a fuel
Greyhounds push its way forward. Greyhounds can probably be engaged in 2, 3, 4. Stick bombs are now available, but Flamer's getting some great damage onto that rifleman. No friendly fire damage onto the bunker yet.
Victory point under siege. The Germans are moving in.
May see a 50mm upgrade there on this Greyhound. 50 caliber upgrade on the Greyhound.
Losing enemy unit.
May see a Panzerfaust as well, but it doesn't look like any of the models can see or line up Panzerfaust. Nope, he will not get a Panzerfaust off. Up north, engineers and riflemen getting suppressed by the MG42. The MG42 is also severely wounded. I think it's rushing forward for a grenade. No, he does not get a grenade off. That is a Wehrmacht landmine as well. Greyhound now taking on that bunker. Medics maybe on the casualty recovery. Maybe they're killed off. I'm not really sure. And that is a 50mm Greyhound. He wants to keep that bunker alive. The first shot was a miss, but now that 50mm Puma deployed on the field, it will be hard for the Greyhound to pursue around. And keeping this bunker alive can be very, very useful. One, he's very close to Grenadier. Two, forward reinforcements can be deployed here as well. Stug has also been deployed now, so it's gone a little bit overkill in response to the Greyhound. I probably would have not have gone for the Stug if I would have gone for the 50mm, but he gets both. Granted, the 50mm will be a bit more mobile, easy to hunt down stuff.
Ready to roll.
May see a Greyhound landmine. And 2 casualties to be recovered on up. It looks like both Pioneer models. He may have lost a Pioneer that was hit that landmine we saw earlier. Heard a mine detonation over here? No. Or found another landmine. There may have been that landmine I heard earlier. Fresh Grenadier has been blown out. He does kill off one of the medics. I think both medics may be down. Grenadier is making a soft retreat away towards the Stug. Stug's at a bad angle. And there's just 2 rifles here. The Grenadier won't be able to win this fight all too well. But the MG42 does get some great suppression there. Throws out a stick bomb as well. Relatively good damage there. We've got an M1 AT gun deployed now, which will be very useful for the Stug and Puma. Nebelwerfer, also known as Screaming Nemi, raining on in. Gets a good hit there. And doesn't fall back. Will get singed on the retreat. There's actually 3 fires. It just looks like just 2. But the fires do claim another model there. Very nice. Stug making his advance. Puma's engaged in the flank. We do got defensive operations, which means infantry doctrine has been selected. His opponent has not selected doctrine just yet. Got his 5th command point, so he has a good amount of command points stored up.
Okay, location is ours. We've captured a fuel supply.
Veterancy gained.
And that one tanks. So the Stug now gets his veterancy. He has to point out another armored car. Maybe a good idea to get out some light vehicle veterancy at this current rate. Pioneers captured this point. We do have the AT gun creeping around the southern area. Greyhound is being repaired.
We are losing territory. Cowards.
And now the AT gun's going to be sieging that bunker. It's a good idea. Can't really get the Greyhound in, but the AT gun can siege it no problem. Frag grenade thrown. Good damage there, getting 2 models. Got some pressure coming out by the MG42. As the Grenadiers are making their advance as well, getting some kills there, slowly pinning that squad. This squad is still suppressed. And good damage coming on out onto that bunker. We do got suppression or a Nebelwerfer coming on in. Not exactly sure where, maybe hitting the AT gun. Panister Shrek has been pulling out. Warferman's largely missing pretty tight barrage there as well. But it was a complete whiff. Though the retreat path is singeing with these guys, doesn't get any model drops, however. And the engineers are getting ripped apart by the MG42 and all these forces. Off-map power strip now pushing the way forward. Will back the armor car into the off-map power strip, getting a direct hit there. Grenadier receiving a bit of fire there. Will have to go through the gauntlet of artillery.
Lost a unit.
Lost another unit. Second Nebelwerfer has been pulled out. 50mm is engaging these forces, getting a good hit there on the engineer.
We're losing a sector.
Up north, we've got the Greyhound. They may have took out a unit. AT gun trying to set on up, trying to get a hit there onto 50mm. Greyhound and Puma will spot each other. Greyhound does get a good hit there, and also body blocking him, trying getting a sticky bomb off. He will get a sticky bomb off. No, he does not. The line of sight blocker, I believe, interrupted him. And Puma will escape on out of there. Nebelwerfer's making their advance. This is the autocannon armor car. And Stug hasn't been damaged there. No additional vectors yet. No doctrine selection yet for the Wehrmacht player either. Rocket making their advance.
Losing territory.
And they do get suppressed there by this MG42. Doesn't get any AoE suppression. Now he does get suppression on that other squad as well. Autocannons engaging this rifleman down south, and may have been a landmine there, but he's just really wounded. Vet 2 rifleman could potentially go down. He does not pursue it. I think that's going to be a repair bunker, not a casualty recovery bunker. Could be a casualty recovery bunker. Nebelwerfer raining on in. Almost smashed his own grenadier there. But overall, large miss there with his barrage. Up north, we got the riflemen captured the munitions point. We do have the Puma fully repaired.
MG crew on me.
And the MG42 quite wounded, but in the region as well. Hedgehog squad trying to capture that point. They stop the capture there and does find the MG42. Does both sides try to throw a grenade. The sick bomb, of course, does force back his opponent. Bunker hasn't deployed right there. Okay, that's the repair bunker. And these forces are falling on back. Armor car does receive a hit there by the 50mm. But the AT gun rolls a miss there, so that AT gun in the air will prevent the Puma from being around for all too long. Direct hit there. Greyhound does get a good hit as well. And AT gun does get the main gun destroyed there. Greyhound fires and goes out of control. But it honestly sort of looked like there he actually got out of control by the 50 cal.
Veterancy gained.
There's a landmine there as well. Veterancy gain does get light vehicle veterancy, which does not affect the Nebelwerfers, while the AT gun does get affected. And the Flak 88, if he goes with a Flak 88. Frag grenade thrown there. Oh! That model that squad did not retreat back very quickly. Still at 1 level veterancy. Repair bunker trying to get some repairs in. And here comes the Hellcat. He has deployed now a tank depot that's not off-map combat route. Not likely anyways. And there's some US landmines scattered about. It feels like overall the Wehrmacht player has lost significantly more amount than the US player. Hellcat does roll a miss. But we do got some good suppression coming out by the MG42. Down south, riflemen do find a landmine. Nebelwerfer is not firing a barrage on them. Nothing really there to engage them. Ooh, that looks like an odd-map M2. No, that's off-map powder shoot.
The enemy is seizing our territory.
MG42 does get white. Probably will go fully destroyed. Stoke does get a good hit down the Hellcat. Hellcat trying to rotate around the rear armor. MG42 does fully get destroyed there. And Nebelwerfer, rifleman does fully get wiped there. Nebelwerfer does fire. And Flamer's trying to get some good bursts in. Trying to get some sticky grenades onto the Stug. Flamer squad will get fully wiped there. And the Greyhounds is now sieging down the repair bunker. Armor car, autocannon armor cars from behind to engage these riflemen as well. 7 command points. There's a lot of command points stored up. Nebelwerfer, I think it's going to be close range barrage right, probably right around here. Yep. Oh, getting some good hits there on the retreat, but that's probably largely thanks to the autocannon. And he does not burn his bunker down, though it actually is getting burnt a bit. The HP is slowly going down, so this one is burning him up.
Americans are seizing territory. 300 points left.
Good hits there onto the Pantrick squad. Rifleman throw a pretty aggressive frag grenade. Does get one of the models there. Stick bomb is thrown well. Steel style. The steel hand grenada, I think the rough translation is. Steel hand grenade.
Hold in line.
Das reicht.
Oh.
Propaganda campaign is ready to go.
Terror has been selected. He will soon be able to get in the King Tiger as well. But he went straight for the V1 side. There's no on-map pallets for just on the field at the moment. So I got some AT gun shots onto the Volksgrenadier. The Volksgrenadier should be able to capture that point, no problem. Yeah, more or less minor problem. Being hit by a 57mm you would imagine it's like, oh no, that's a big gun shooting at us, but the only loaded for armor piercing. Still, I would not want to try catching one of those rounds. Riflemen do get suppressed there. And Nebel Warfare's running on in. Probably right around here. Hellcat's now charging forward. Don't think they're from off-map combat groups either. AT gun shot does connect as well. Pack 3 will be very effective. Stokes advancing. I do also have the Headstruck advancing as well. Good hits there onto the vehicles there with the Pack gun. Autocannon's not getting good angles in. And the Nebel Warfare is bringing up his own squad from Nebel Warfare. The Stug is actually not really advancing. I think that's a second Stug as well. Yeah, 2 Stugs are out on the field. And a deadly hit there. Pioneer will be falling him back. And now we do have the MG42 sitting on up, covering the sector in the center. Bit of a standoff at the moment. AT gun largely unescorted, but riflemen are advancing. And looks like Pack 38's eyeing to destroy some of this hedge line.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
Riflemen are getting suppressed there by the MG42. And off-map pallets shooting now raining in on top of the MG42 now. Does do a full retreat. Receives one hit there, but manages to save one out. Grenadiers and Volksgrenadier making their advance. This is all, I'm pretty sure this is all of his infantry squads. Yeah, he still only has those 2 squads. Frag grenade thrown. He does largely avoid it. Nebel Warfare raining on in the shuttle sector. This rifleman squad is still pinned down. Volksgrenadier receives some good hits there as Nebel Warfare's raining on in. Stokes advancing, so is the autocannon. And with Veteran C2 vehicles, now he has access to the pinto mounts. Stugs are receiving some hits there. Bunker has been deployed now. That probably is for a casualty recovery bunker. Yes, it is.
Attention. The enemy advances.
Nebel Warfare raining on in. Probably right around here, but probably everywhere but right here. No, the accuracy is relatively good. Does pin the squad. Pantrax may find the landmine right there. Does have a good rear armor hit. Doesn't get any good shots off there onto the Hellcat just yet. Riflemen making their advance. They have 1 level of veterancy, Volksgrenadiers receiving some hits there by the Greyhound. Frag grenade thrown on top of the Grenadier. Doesn't lose any models there, but gets some good damage in. Riflemen are going to be getting a sticky bomb off onto the Stug, but nope, they don't. Hellcat civilian does go down there. This Hellcat has full health still. Sticky bomb has connected with the Stug. And the US landmine has not been detonated just yet. Good hits there onto the Stug. It's a short hit, the sticky bomb will likely get the kill there.
Defended the fatherland until death.
So one Stug does go down. This one still has some damage to the engine. Still has plenty of health. Oh, V1 raining on in. Maybe on top of the AT gun. It's starting to say this could be very, very deadly. Oh, crap. It landed right there. Never mind. It took out the M2. Anti-gun does get decrewed there. Another sticky bomb there onto the Stug. Does have the repair into Pioneers in the region. At least one model left. Though it has to take quite a bit of fire there. AT-gun trying to rotate around, trying to hit this Puma. It does get a sticky bomb off.
Puma, taking fire!
Armor car is receiving some fire there. Greyhound and Hellcat rotating on over. Does get a gunner kill crit there. A direct hit there onto the armor car. And takes out the armored car. Stood pretty far away from repairs. He does get Vet 1 support units, which does affect his Pioneers and Nebworfers and MG42s. AT gun does get a good hit there onto the Greyhound, trying to get Panzer Truck shot off. Does get Panzer Truck shot off. Doesn't get the kill though, but very, very close. Pack 38 has been deployed on out. That would make 2. He definitely needs a... He lost his Volksgrenadier as well. He needs regular infantry, whether it be Grenadiers or Volksgrenadiers. He could pass tech up to Knights Cross Soldiers, but still, he needs just standard infantry squads at this point in time. M2 raining on in. Fresh M2 has been blown out. He can call a firestorm on top of it. Just needs a little bit more munitions. Flamer engineers do try to burn down this observation post. There's no flamer on this squad.
Grenadiers are taking fire at this position!
Does get a decent frag there, and does force with the Grenadiers with that frag. Down south, Pioneers, they have not advanced far enough forward for a firestorm, but he does not have enough munitions for it. He needs a little less than a minute worth of munitions in order to call one in.
The Yankees are grabbing our territory.
The VPs are in favor of the US player by a small margin, a little less than 100. Pack 38 rotating his gun over. May see a Panzerfaust from... Oh, nope, we do not. Do see a second Grenadier squad. It could have been fun. Fresh casualty recovery. Nebworfer raining on in, trying to get some good damage in. And the MG42 does get decrewed. Does get a good hit there on the M8. Multiple hits there onto the Stug. It will be decrewed relatively soon at the current rate. And Sticky Bomb does connect. And depends if it gets a crit, he stays alive. If it doesn't, he dies. So he lost both his Stugs now. He has no more Stugs. AT guns are being overran by this rifleman squad as well. Vet 3 rifleman, though there's still no barge upgrades, he is getting some great work done with his rifleman. He's trying to self-away the AT gun. The bolt-action rifle, however, is still trying to fire away. Nebworfer at close range does splash a little bit of his own Pack 38. Grenadiers will advance as well, get one of the models there. Up north, we do got the Hellcat and Greyhound in the region, getting repaired up by the engineer. Hellcat is down half health.
What are your orders?
These squads are trying to engage that M2. He does not have enough munitions for it. Far from it right now. He does get killed there on the Pioneers. Next shot could finish him off. No, it does not.
We're losing territory.
Jawohl.
Relatively, yeah, fresh armored cars, 0 kills. He says be careful about sticky bombs from these squads. Looks like sticky bombs will not be gotten off.
MG crew on me.
Engineers do get suppressed, but Alpha Power Shoots gonna make short work of that MG42. One direct hit there, not responding whatsoever. Direct hit there, the gun is likely dead. No, the gun's still there. Now the gun's not there.
The enemy advances.
Yeah, look at that. It's still technically there, but dead. Plus got a piece of shrapnel on the right spot.
Taking fire.
Probably destroyed the firing pin. The rifleman squad is receiving a bit of fire there. Hellcat's going to be pursuing the armored car. The armored cars will likely go down, but rolls a couple misses there. Frag grenade thrown. Direct hit, killing off that MG42.
Losing a sector.
Engineers rotating around, receiving quite a bit of fire there from the engineers. Pioneer squad may actually get fully wiped there. He's really not paying attention. It looks like he does make escape under there, but here comes the M2 barrage.
Advances.
Armor car receiving some repairs from the nearby repair bunker. Pack 38 still camouflaged, but we got the single bolt action rifle still engaging. Getting a kill there. He has 2 kills. Did it take out 2 engineer models? Rifleman squad are quite wounded, but there are 3 levels of efficiency. Frag grenade there on top of 2 models. Getting the kills on 2 models. Does fall back, so it's unlikely he'll get wiped.
Gun crew, ready?
He must keep... No, he doesn't have propaganda war yet, so he's pretty far away from getting King Tiger. Warfman trying to eye for this rifleman squad. Okay, 1 round was reasonably good, but I swear, never warfare barrages. You never know where they're going to hit. M1 AT gun will not get wiped out there. M2 now raining a counter barrage on top of the Nub Warfare.
Enemy troops are firing on us. Recon awaiting orders.
And now we do actually have bar upgrades. Next, rushing on forward, trying to reclaim casualty. He still has 2 grenadiers. And if he covers his casualty, that's the 3rd grenadier there. Gunner killed there on the armored car. Pack gun lining up shot, does get a good hit there.
Replacements.
And there it goes. Escalate the battle phase as well. So he will have 3 grenadiers. Escalate the battle phase. You may be able to pull out. Against the amount of Hellcats. Oh. There's only 1 Hellcat remaining. He may be a bit of lag. I don't think he's lagged out or quit at this point in time. Propaganda war just been deployed. Let's see, lag. I did not see any either player's name there. So that may have been a spectator, actually. Would spectators show the lag reports? Probably not. I hope not.
The Americans are capturing a sector.
M2 now raining on in. Engineers will escape out of there. Let's see now. He is deploying out the Panzer Command. He has a bit of fuel there. He's likely going for a Panther. Probably not a Panzer IV, though Panzer IV wouldn't be half bad either to help engage both infantry and the Hellcats. Naval warfare raining on in. I'm not so sure where though. Maybe over here?
We have 200 points. We're losing territory.
Those naval warfare is trying to hit that rifleman squad. Partially successful. Rifleman not charging on forward, trying to get some sticky bombs off. No casualties recovered right now. Grenadiers advancing, only veteran C2 on the Grenadiers, and we do have a Panzer IV. Okay, very nice. Grenade does force back that Grenadier squad. Auto cannons getting some great damage in, so we'll have a Vet 2 Panzer IV being deployed on out. And he could potentially be pretty close to a second Panzer IV as well. He does have 2 Pioneers for repairs as well as a repair bunker, so he does have plenty of repairs. So this Panzer IV will bring an unexpected weapon on the field.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
We're taking fire on our position! We've built it according to plans.
Naval warfare barrage raining on
One
in.
of our sectors has been cut off.
And we've got a regular Sherman tank out on the field as well. We're going to see the rare matchup with Sherman tank versus Panzer IV. I like to see unusual matchups, even though they're supposed to be designed against each other. So Panzer IV has been deployed out on the field. May find the AT gun Hellcat. The Panzer IV will need support because he's facing against a lot of objects against him. There are 2 AT guns deployed out on the field. One right here getting a good hit there onto the Sherman tank. Panzer IV is advancing now. Pack gun does get another good hit there on the Sherman tank. Panzer IV does not get a shot off the Sherman tank. Auto cannon still has plenty of health. We got a off-map power shoot raining on these support weapons. Let's get a good hit there onto the Panzer IV. Panzer IV will need to stay back, get healed up. A couple of models do go down there, but nothing too significant. I think the repair engineers mostly went down there. Grenadiers Iron engage this rifleman. Rifleman could potentially throw a frag grenade onto the Grenadier. Does a 8 to hit, but then take a whole lot of damage. The building itself is almost down. 18 gun does go down.
We are losing ground.
Up north, we do got the Pioneers or Engineers kept at the munitions point. There'll soon be enough munitions for a V1 rocket strike, which could change quite a bit. And direct hit there onto the armored car. Pack gun does roll and miss there on the infantry squad. Another naval warfare barrage trying to hit this rifleman. Patrick's could potentially get a good hit there on the Hellcat. And down south we do have this munitions point being decrewed, or the observation post. Hellcat does get a good hit there. Patrick rushing forward. Doesn't get a shot off there. Frag grenade thrown. Does take some minor splash from the frag grenade. Auto cannons trying to engage these riflemen across the creek. And the rifleman squad will likely get out of his sticky bomb, but 2 sticky bombs likely. Propaganda war does connect, but misses the other rifleman squad. Oops, my microphone. And that autocannon is fully immobilized and likely it will go down to the sticky bomb. If not the AT gun.
Attack our forward base.
Should we crush them?
Panzer IV is fully repaired. That sticky bomb is on cooldown. Up north, we've got the Panzerwreck engaging the Sherman tank. Sherman tank's almost fully repaired. Does have a sticky grenade or stick bomb on top of the engineers, but he does dodge in time. Good hit there by the Panzerwreck.
Our base is under
And
attack.
there's still some US landmines deployed on out. A Panther being deployed on out. And M2s are running on it. Does get the crew there on the other pack guns. So all pack guns are down, but he does 2 Panzerwreck support, as well as soon to be a Panther. Panzer IV does roll a miss there. Amazing sticky bomb there from this rifleman squad. Does use propaganda war to force him back. Goes a sticky bomb from the other squad. Does get damage injured there. He does have no more repair engineers. Nebelwerfer needs to get on out of there as well. The Nebelwerfer could get decrewed. He is going to sit down the Nebelwerfer.
They defended the fatherland until death.
Hey, new guy. We are here shit together.
Attack our forward base.
Hellcat's trying to advance. Just get a good hit there on the Hellcat. Hellcat, of course, does get a shot in return. Another sticky bomb was thrown over the hedge. Panthers advance as well, get a good rear armor hit there onto the Sherman tank. Destroyed engine. The Panzer IV can withstand one more shot. Receives a bounce there. Receives a pen. So does the Sherman tank. We don't see any AT grenade or sticky bombs onto the Panther. And the Panzer IV does fully go out of control right there. Panthers are advancing. Sherman tank is severely wounded, and the Hellcat is also wounded. Panther is now trying to engage these forces. And the main gun does get destroyed there on the Sherman tank. He's trying to hunt down that Sherman tank now. And there goes the Sherman tank. Does get a sticky bomb there, getting the gunner, but not the engine. The VPs are heavily in favor towards the US player. 102 for the Wehrmacht player, and 369 for the US player.
We're losing territory.
Pioneer, will do. Fall in line. Has contact.
Cowards attack our forward base.
Knights Crossholders receiving quite a bit of fire there from the rifleman. Does fall back there. Getting not even one of the models. We'll need to use some medical crates to get them healed up. Rifleman now receiving some suppressive fire. He may be pretty close to getting out of King Tiger. All depends if he has the middle ability. I think it's enough for the King Tiger itself. Doesn't have enough manpower for it though. Frag grenade thrown a couple of grenadiers. Did not dodge it. Yes, 2 Knights Crossholders deployed on out as well. The Nebelwerfer here did not get recruited just yet. M2 now raiding on in. Knights Crossholders still at 2 levels of veterancy. And good hits there on for the Panther. Knights Crossholders do fall back. And so do the Grenadiers. Hellcat is only forward, fully healed up. This AP gun is in the region, so is this AP gun.
Stand at 100 points and dropping.
Parsax is now down
The Yankees are
to less than 100 points. We do got a Frostwind now up on the field, trying to go for some anti-infantry support. This Knights Crossholder needs to use some medical packs. Grenadier squad running on back as well. MG42 down to one last model. We do have a medic carrying a casualty.
We have lost a unit.
Oswin does find a couple hits there. Panther still quite wide, hasn't found any more veterans down his vehicles just yet. Oswin getting some direct hits there. He may lose that rifle squad to the Oswin, but he does fall back with 3 models remaining. Casualties still being covered. And now we're fresh net him a free grenadier.
Attention. The enemy advances.
Ooh, direct hit there on the Pioneer squad. Another repair session has been completed, so he has now... Oh, this one was destroyed. This one is now receiving some direct hits.
What now?
Nope, he does have enough for a free grenadier, just needs actually population room. He needs to capture up some sectors. Or start losing some models. Direct hit there onto that squad. Nice crossroads start advancing forward, as was the grenadiers. He has to reinforce his model squad as well, because he said pop cap. And starting to rip apart some of these rifleman squads.
Our supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
He will manage to decrew these points, allow the Panther to advance uncontested. Panther does connect as well. And with another couple more shots there, Panther does fire, direct hit. The Panther Spiral to fire as well. Does fire, but rolls a miss there. Doesn't get the kill there on the Hellcat. Panther does get another hit there. The main gun destroyed. Bazooka's trying to, or Panther's trying to rush on forward. He may get the kill there. Panther just having some targeting issues. We got 2 Hellcats here. Both of them upgraded to the 50 cals that may have been off, both of them from off-map combat group. Rolls a miss there. Patrick does connect there. Got Vet 3 infantry now out in the field that will help out the Grenadiers and the nice crossover. Does crush one of the models there. Trying to get the Patrick shot there. Needs to target towards this low health one. Still having trouble with the Patrick. Fires, aiming up a shot against the Hellcat. The Hellcat does go down. Panther's going to receive some rear armor hits there. Oswin is in the mix as well, forcing back the Rifleman squad. This Grenadier is not being upgraded at the moment. Patrick does connect there, taking out the other Hellcat, just leaving one remaining back home with a destroyed gun. AT gun being focused down. Panther does need some repairs, perhaps fall back towards that repair bunker. And also now ripping apart those rifleman squad. Panther gets a wipe on the other one rifleman squad. This rifleman squad is getting ripped apart.
An elite heavy panzer has arrived in our reserves.
He can now bring in the King Tiger, which used to be the Tiger Ace. Long time ago, but that's why the icon's still a Tiger thing. Here comes the off-map power shoot. He needs to retreat back. Ooh, doesn't even decapture the point. Oh. He does have 3 Grenadiers. The free one does get deployed on now there, but there's no casualties to recover from that hit. Sticky bomb or frag grenade has been thrown in the garrison. Oswin still has plenty of health. And he's starting to make his advance now. No extra levels of efficiency being deployed out now. Does use propaganda war, forcing back 3 of the rifleman squad. Gets the damage engine there, but that's tolerable. Panther's almost fully repaired. He still has a Pioneer squad as well. AT gun being focused down. Severely wounded. Doesn't get destroyed just yet. Nebula for raining on it. Could potentially destroy the AT gun. The AT guns can also burn to death.
Pioneers have seized objective. No enemy in sight.
We are losing ground.
Rifleman rushing forward. Will get sticky bomb off there. AT gun does get the decrewed there. Sticky bomb does come connect. Damaged engine.
Anti-air panzer reporting. Over.
And looks like the AT gun does get fully destroyed. Nope, the AT gun is still alive right there. Rifleman making their advance. Quite wounded. M2 howitzer raining on in. Fresh Hellcat. Or no, that's not fresh Hellcat. But Hellcat has been fully healed. M2 barrage raining on in. Trying to get some of these forces. Oswin getting some hits in. The next crossroad design for the VP. A lot of riflemen still streaming on in. Lots of bars. But Oswin in their region won't be able to just rip these all apart. Another model does go down there. King Tiger still has not been deployed now. He needs 16 spare population space, as well as the manpower for it. Off-map power shoot trying to rain on in. Does force back these squads. The Paramount Player sent the 45 ticket. Planting a King Tiger in the middle of the map could be very, very useful. Of course, he needs a bit more population room. He's capturing the flanks. Osman is, of course, very good at planting the middle of the map and to engage. He needs to maintain range to the repair pioneers while able to help cover this point because he can't be allowing that point to be captured on up. And that's why he's pushing these forwards. He does get the kill all of those models. We do have the sticky bomb there. Main gun destroyed there, so the Osman is severely wounded, trying to avoid the artillery barrages. Going to rush forward with a sticky bomb now. The AT gun does get the kill there. That very, very wounded AT gun. Grenadiers making their advance, as well as Knights crossholders. Riflemen are streaming on in. Not being reinforced, he must be very low in manpower. King Tiger has not yet been deployed. We do have another Osman to be pointed out. Osman will be more focused towards anti-infantry. Doesn't have to really worry about engaging armor, but King Tiger will be much more durable for his AT guns. Off-map combat group has been pointed out. Gets a whole bunch of support weapons, but no Hellcats. I'm not sure that's good or bad. The 30 cal could be pretty handy, though he has to deal with the Nebel Warfers. Mortar could be handy as well. But the AT gun's going to be very useful, no matter what, and the Rifleman. The other two, bit mixed. Hellcat charging forward. Doesn't get crushed there. Patrick does roll a miss. He could potentially get a Panzerfaust off.
The enemy has 300 points.
Knights crossholders and Grenadiers making their advance.
They're losing territory.
And now we have the M2 raining on in. I think it's going to be close range barrage on this region. Relative close range barrage. He's charging forward. Will spot all these forces. He does have enough for a V1. I would place a V1 right here. No, he's using Firestorm. I would have done right here of the V1. I suppose the V1 will arrive a little bit too late. But if here comes the Firestorm, getting direct hits there. Holy crap. Firestorm does land in quicker, so it's probably a good idea he went for Firestorm. AT gun does get decrewed there, not getting burned to death. Yeah, it's probably actually better he went with a Firestorm. It lands much, much quicker. I was thinking maybe a V1 like here or here to let them walk in to get hit, but even then, that's still probably, I don't know. Firestorm was successful. I'm just not going to doubt the decision. Hellcat still quite wounded, can withstand. It'll take 2 shots from the Panther to kill it off. And does get wiped there, very nice. Nebel Warfer raining also, or is raining on in, a little bit too close to his own units, honestly. And the next crossholder does back away from the 30 cal. Looks like he's pulling out some landmines. Very nice. Never hurts to have some additional landmines. Though the Wehrmacht player doesn't really have a whole lot of field control. He may spot this landmine, may not. Pioneers don't really have good engagement range, but he looks like not realizing he planted a landmine there. Finds it. And he's going to eye for this VP over here. The also one is in the region, so he will be camping the VP over here. The AT gun, Pack 38 camouflage right here. The Wehrmacht player is capturing multiple points. He needs more munitions to call him more Firestorms and V1s. Looks like the artillery piece did go down to that unit that rushed on forward. I'm not so sure what actually got it. Probably a Firestorm. Actually, could have been this AT gun. That's actually in range, right? He may have actually lost that artillery piece to the AT gun.
The Yankees are grabbing our territory. Our supply lines are broken. We have territory
Over
out of
here,
supply.
Rifleman does decapture the point, and there's 2 Ostwinds. He needs to rotate on the far side. He can't be letting... Okay, it doesn't get captured up. Oh, wait. Looks like US player has actually backed out of the game. Okay. That's a little bit abrupt, but either way, the Allied player has backed the game, and the Wehrmacht player has won. This is Andre saying thank you for watching.